And good Saturday afternoon to you. It's Chris Bettis with 330 Weather with a look at your forecast for July 25th, 2026. So before we look ahead what's coming up going into tomorrow and the first part of the week, let's take a look at what we had yesterday at the 330 weather station. Again, we had a high on Friday, 82 degrees, low of 52. No rainfall yesterday. We had 0.81 inches of rain for the week. Average wind gusts yesterday around 6.9 miles per hour. That 0 inches of rain will change as we get into Sunday and into Monday. Now, the headlines we're looking at upcoming here, an absolutely beautiful Saturday. Again, we'll see clouds and sun, but sun will definitely win out as we get later on in the day. Highs in the low 80s, just an absolutely gorgeous day. Things are actually going to warm up as we get into the first part of next week, climaxing with a high of around upper 80s on Monday afternoon. It's going to be short-lived because the storms we're going to be talking about on Sunday into Monday, they're actually going to usher in some cooler air for the remainder of the week. Now, looking at our forecast for today, again, as we go out and about, mostly sunny skies. The clouds that are out there, they may stick around in some instances, but overall you'll see sun making a more prevalent appearance throughout the rest of the day. High at 81 degrees. For tonight, mostly clear, low of 60 degrees. For tomorrow, again, sun and storms. The further we get into the day, the more likely we'll see those storms. High 84 degrees. Storms become a little more organized. Again, nothing super organized, if you will, but the chance is greater for storms as we get into Sunday night with a low of 66 degrees. Now, talking about that severe weather outlook we have going into Sunday into Monday. So I'm going to break it down in two parts because there's two different types of severe weather events we're looking at for you. First, let's take a look if we can at Sunday. Again, this is going to be a marginal risk. That's that 1 of 5. Wind is going to be the biggest threat. Again, the further we get into the day, the more likely we'll see severe weather coming in. Again, I don't expect it to be very organized, more pop-up, but any storms that do pop up will have the potential to have some severe weather to them. And when I say severe weather, again, most likely it's going to be those wind gusts. Now, that's for Sunday. Monday, things get a little more organized, if you will. That's why if you look here on Monday, we are now in a 2 of 5, this slight risk. They've upgraded a little bit that way for that day. Again, it's a 20 to 30% chance of severe. I say that because when you look at the probabilities right now, the further west you go, the chances actually decrease a little bit over time, but you'll actually look at between portions of the 330, we'll see a 15% chance, portions will see a 30%. So I'm averaging out to say between 20 and 30% chance of seeing severe weather. As it relates to the hazards, wind, tornado, rainfall, heavy rainfall, those types of things, we're still working on all the details. We'll have a better idea tomorrow what the hazard will be for Monday. So again, the storm briefing, clusters of storms Monday, some severe. Again, a small Sunday risk of severe thunderstorms. Again, I can't stress this enough. Looks like Monday is going to be, we have a more organized severe weather threat, but again, because the atmosphere is primed that any storms that do pop up tomorrow, Sunday, have the potential to be severe, we are listing that as a possible outlook for that particular event to occur. And again, the threats will come into better focus and agreement for the Monday storms as we get closer to Monday. Of course, I'll keep you updated tomorrow and Monday when we deal with the storms. Tomorrow I'll have a better feel for exactly what the storms are going to look like for Monday. And of course, either Sunday or Monday, should any waters or warnings come up, of course, I'll come up and keep you updated. Otherwise, it's Chris Bettis with the 330 Weather, and have a great rest of your Saturday.